right, everybody, welcome back to the Sideshow. My name is Mingo.
This is Tony.
I'm Seabass.
All right, so look, I'm going to throw this out at the very beginning of the show. I know we talked about it a couple of shows ago, and this is not a paid advertisement by any means, but if you guys hear this and you'd like to, hook it up. Dude, I got to tell you, I know we talked about underwear, and we talked about when I had my vasectomy and having to buy whitey tighties, and you had to do something. You had to wear something for something, right?
No. Me?
Yeah.
No.
Didn't he say he had to have some?
I don't think so.
Anyways, whatever.
I rocked some once.
There you go. That's
because I think I needed some white underwear because I was wearing some white shorts.
there you go.
And it didn't work out. So
Yeah, that brown spoke fucked it all up, huh? So if you ever have to buy underwear again, I'm telling you right now, bro, what is it? The Duluth clothing company?
I heard of that.
Dude, the best fucking underwear I've ever purchased.
Really? What?
Yes.
Hold on. How much does a pair cost?
Right now, there's a bunch of them that are on sale. They're like between $18, like $15 a pair, up to $30, depending on which ones you get. Because they have like the chill ones. They call them the Armachillos. So they're like boxer briefs,
Right, yeah.
but they're really thin. So, and they don't. I don't know. They feel different than like the cloth ones because they're like a breathable, almost like those. What are those shirts that the athletic shirts?
Dry fit?
Yeah, like that. And then there's the ones that they have some that like cup your nuts. You know what I mean? So they stay where they're supposed to be. They're best fucking underwear I've ever bought, dude.
What made you even buy those? Just to begin with.
Because I needed underwear. I had a couple of all my boxers were torn and shit, and they were barely holding together. I thought, well, fuck, I guess it's time to go ahead and buy some underwear. And so I wanted to try them out. They always are always on TV and all that bullshit advertised everywhere, and I thought, fuck it, I'm gonna try them out. And I'm shaped like the dude that's the drawing in the commercial. You know what I mean? We have the same fucking body type, minus the fucking hard hat, right? So I decided to try them out, dude. Best call I ever made.
Really?
Yeah.
I wear two different brands.
Okay.
I wear Hanes for work.
Okay.
And so those are the ones that I go through the most. Those are the ones that I'm always trying different material. Like they got one that's supposed to be like the dry fit.
Right.
But it's almost more like back in our day, the black bicycle pants.
Right.
The bicycle short. And I did not like at all.
These are more like these are kind of like the dry fit, but they don't look like that at all. They don't feel like that bicycle short material shit at all. They're really comfortable, dude.
Really?
Yeah. I'm telling you, I would never go on anywhere and talk about fucking underwear and brag about them, but I got to tell you, the best underwear I've ever bought.
That's bullshit because this is the third time you've talked about this shit in the past 2 days.
Well, right. But before that, I'd never do it. They're great fucking underwear.
So what made you decide on which material to get?
I bought like 3 different kinds.
Baller.
And they were all fucking great.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh.
I bought they had the ones that were just
Wait,
like
hold on real quick.
Yeah.
But you said you rock traditional boxers.
I bought the traditional boxers as well. And I got to tell you, the fucking boxer briefs were more comfortable than the boxers were.
I told you boxer briefs where it's at the last time we spoke about underwear.
Well, and honestly, so I had an issue with my boxers. They were all torn up. And then remember I told you my fucking nuts drop a little further and I'm getting them caught on the seat when I go to stand up if I slide, you know what I mean? But these they hold right where they're supposed to be, so it's good.
I don't know if I would like that though.
But because it's not like a fucking bear hug, or they don't fit snug. They fit the way they're supposed. I don't know how to explain it, dude. It's a good fit.
Huh.
And they're very comfortable.
How long are they?
Probably just like a little bit above like that above the knee, about 3.5 inches. Above the knee?
I got a pair of long Hanes.
Yeah.
I don't like them that long.
No?
No, they don't feel comfortable to me anymore. I used to wear them that long.
But it could be because they're super tight on the leg. These aren't, I'm telling you, these don't feel like that.
But if they're not tight, then they would kind of bunch up under my shorts at work.
You know what? I was having problems with these other ones that I bought that were regular boxers. They're not like that. They don't bunch up.
Again, boxer briefs.
Right, boxer briefs.
Yeah. Because,
But
again,
no, I had bought a different pair of boxers, a different brand. I think I bought like Hanes or something, just some cheap ones from Walmart, and they bunch up. As soon as I put my pants on, I'm walking out the door, and I'm like, fuck.
Yeah.
I feel like I got a diaper on, right? Which may come at some point, I don't know. But right now, I'm still all right.
I'm not changing a goddamn thing.
And then I bought those, dude. I love them. They're
Really?
great. Yeah. Maybe I'll put some pictures up on the Instagram.
Please don't.
Just me laying down in my underwear. You know what I mean?
Nothing wrong with that.
Right?
Yeah.
Model them up for everybody. You know what I mean? Look, see.
With a
this is
wife
what-
beater?
Yeah.
Dude.
If you see a picture on our Instagram of my father in underwear, I'm not done. Message me privately, and I will destroy those pictures for all of eternity.
So what you could do is while I'm cooking, take a picture of from behind.
No.
I'll have to bring out the
I don't want to see that.
iPhone holder and set it down there. I can take a picture of me cooking from behind, and we can see all the fits. You know what I mean?
Get taken from behind, huh?
And I have to admit, I took a cue from my son.
Okay.
The work underwear are Hanes, but my play underwear are Calvin Klein's, and those are nice.
Yeah.
It's almost like you don't even feel you don't feel wearing them. So, and
Calvin Klein probably don't make them in my size though.
you'd be surprised.
No, they're called Calvin Inclines.
But those are gonna last me forever, because it's like
You don't get much playtime?
what? No, not at all. Because
Always
right
working,
now I'm
right?
working 6 days, and so it's like on Saturday when I shower, I'll put those on the place underwear,
Right.
and I'll wear them for Sunday, and that's pretty much it.
And they go back in the
They
box.
go back and pretty much they could go back in the box.
So if you're looking for new underwear, the Duluth Trading Company, man, I'm telling you, it's
Where
the way
have
to
I
go.
heard that? I don't
It's a
think I've
TV
seen-
commercial.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's the crazy cartoon one where the guy fucking his hips go into a vice and then he just fucking spins.
Is it more?
It's a drawing.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's a drawing.
It's
That's what I was
like
gonna
a
say.
heavy set white guy. It looks like, right, with a hard hat and underwear on, or he'll have pants
looks
and
like a
a
You see,
lumberjack
flannel.
and there you go. The power of advertisement.
That's right. Because it was because the dude looked just like me and he looked really comfortable and I give him a shot. Even if it's a cartoon. Okay,
I could
cool.
feel as good as a drawing.
Yeah. It was great. You gotta try them out, I'm telling you.
You know, somebody told me, because I remember back in the day, and I vaguely, and when I say back in the day, when I used to park cars.
Okay.
So I'm talking, I was 18, 19 years old. So 30 years ago. There was a local commercial, and it had something to do with cavemen, and I don't really remember exactly what it was. I mean, again, it's 30 years ago.
Right.
But I was talking to this older guy about that commercial and how it was kind of funny, but it was kind of dumb. And I don't necessarily think the caveman aspect of it had anything to do with the product.
Right.
But the guy was telling me that's the whole point of the commercial, though. It's not necessarily that it has to do with the product. It has to stick in your mind when you're not actually watching the commercial.
Right.
So that's when you go to buy it, because when you see it, you're like, oh, I remember that. Like
That
you were just
stupid
saying,
commercial.
the dude looks like me. Let me go ahead and buy this. I remember this, the caveman commercial. Let me go ahead and give it a try.
Right.
Doesn't matter that you don't remember the actual product. You just have to remember the commercial for the product, and that makes a great commercial.
Yeah, it makes it all top of mind. That's all it
Yeah.
is. Just a way to remind you or to keep it there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just like everybody knows. Da 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 da.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, just that.
You know what I mean? What?
Nothing.
All those. I mean, McDonald's has been the fucking king of jingles.
Do they
forever.
do jingles anymore?
No, I don't.
Yeah, I was
not
gonna
very
say,
often. That's
yeah.
It's an outdated thing. Well, unless you're listening to an easy rock station. You know what I mean? They might have one.
for the actual station.
Bob and
itself.
Sarah in the morning.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? That kind of shit, but not so much.
but yeah, yeah.
But nothing like for a show or anything like even show intros nowadays.
Yeah, there's no song.
You know what
There's
I mean?
no theme
Before,
song.
I used to, what was the one for Three's Company?
Yeah,
Da-da-da-da-da.
take a knock on my door or
Yeah,
something.
come and knock on my door.
Yeah. I think one of the last big ones was Friends. I mean, that song became a hit because it was on that show.
Yeah, you're right.
But after that, and initially I did notice that there weren't theme songs, and I appreciated it because it went straight into the program.
Right.
Now, now that I think about it, I kind of miss those.
Yeah, the intro to Bill Cosby. I know. Relax, everybody.
The theme song to Knight Rider,
Yeah.
Chips,
What else? Happy Days.
Happy Days,
Laverne and Shirley.
Laverne and Shirley. What else was there? Alice with Mel's Diner.
Oh, that was Kiss My Grits. Yeah, the best. Good old flow. Even Magnum PI.
I don't remember his. Ah, dude, the ultimate dog.
Morgan
the
Mindy.
70s.
The 70s show?
Yeah, no, a 70s show.
Oh.
The ultimate.
What's happening?
Nope,
Family Matters.
nope,
Sanford and Son.
nope. Although you are naming iconic theme songs.
Oh, George and Wheezy.
Nope.
Moving on up.
You ready?
The
The theme song to SWAT. It was an intro. Dog.
Hold on,
It-
I got another one. Law and Order.
Yeah. But the theme song to SWAT. Dude, they played that at the clubs. Dude, are you kidding me right now with that look?
Yeah.
Dude,
Maybe.
come on.
Maybe.
No. I'm going to find it right now.
Seinfeld.
Dude.
Don't fucking do it,
I
but
don't think Seinfeld had a song, did
The
he?
bass? Are you kidding me? Wait.
What?
I fucking butchered it, but I got the fucking
Right. You got the basis of it?
Yeah.
The basics?
the basics. I love that intro.
My glasses, bro? You got that
No,
fucking...
it's-
You got that iPhone 4 far away, bro. It's a small screen, too. What is that at the beginning of another song? What is that?
That's like Sharky Hutch. Typical 70s right here.
What song is that from?
What?
What's it called? Little Wing?
Was that?
Little Wing or Voodoo Child or something like that?
Dog, that's the cut right there.
What song is that? The very beginning of that. There's a hip hop song with that in the beginning. I can't think of what it is
I
now.
don't know. But dude, this is the ultimate right here. This was a top 10 hit playing at the clubs.
Yeah, but so was fucking basketball.
What you mean?
Basketball.
That is a cut, but no, that wasn't a top 10 hit.
Man, you're tripping.
Maybe on the R&B charts, but not on the Billboard Hot 100.
Like you was reading that in the 70s. You didn't even know what that shit was. Tripping.
That song was theme song to SWAT is hot. Where it goes, doo doo doo.
Yeah.
That, yeah, okay. Yeah, actually, that bass line, yeah.
Back in the day, dude.
Yeah.
You know who else did it? Was fucking Mystical in a song called, I think it's called Pussy Bandit. You remember that song?
No, that's too ratchet for me.
Man.
You just got called Ratchet. How do you feel about that?
Oh, it is what it is.
You ever watch Crush Groove?
Oh, it's called Pussy Crook. Did you ever hear what?
You ever watch Crush Groove?
Well, I haven't seen that in fucking years, bro. I wouldn't remember.
It was
anything about
on
it.
maybe a year ago, maybe even 2 years ago. I caught it. Horrible movie,
Right.
but it had all these hip hop stars before they were really hitting it big. And if you ever watch that movie again, LL Cool J's in it, and he's in so many scenes just because he wanted to be in the movie. He was like an extra. You see him walking back and forth, like they had to load stuff.
Right.
You see him like loading, like bringing in cases of equipment. He did, and I heard an interview, but he said that he was like, I was doing anything. I just wanted to be on camera. So they were like, we need somebody to do this. He's like, I'll do it. You just see him throughout that movie.
He just wanted to be a star, right? That cat was skinny as all get out back in the day. He went thin to all fucking Hercules.
He came up strong though.
Yeah.
He really crossed over.
Yeah, he hit it good, dude.
Yeah.
He hit it hard and sold himself the right way. Pinned himself, with LL, and yeah, it was good, dude. Smart guy. Did really well.
So I got a question for you.
Okay.
If while you were at work and your boss was there,
yeah,
you wouldn't necessarily appreciate it if people came in causing a ruckus in a lobby in front of your boss.
Like when you say
getting loud, and
when you say that, you mean like friends, or you mean or people that I know, or just customers?
Customers in general. I mean, wouldn't it reflect on you like, yo, what kind of office you running here, Mingo? What are we paying you for?
No, not necessarily. Not in my store, but go ahead. What's your point?
The point is, you wouldn't want somebody messing with your paper.
Oh, hell no.
With your money.
Right.
So the Pacheco kids got some issues with you right now.
There it is.
Why?
They want to know why you trying to mess with the paper train up in here.
Hey, look.
No. I think they got a point. They're saying...
I like how you give him an open to defend himself, and then you say, no, fuck that. You don't get to.
Well, like I said before, I said it to AP, and I'll say it to Junior. I ain't trying to mess with your paper. I know that's how it feels. I'm just trying to gauge my parenting style against your father's parenting style, which, we got two different type of pockets. Mine are super shallow, his are super deep, and he's able to take care of shit like that for you. You know what I mean? I just don't know how deep. I don't know if they're deep and long, or if they're just deep. Like, you know what I mean? So, just want to make sure. Like, is he taking full advantage of? Are you guys taking full advantage of what he's doing, or is he making a mistake by not allowing you to venture off on your own with your own money? Just
But they ain't making no money yet. So how you say
they got jobs? What do you mean they ain't making no money yet?
They're still he's still in school. She's starting her career.
Okay.
So they don't really have You remember when you first started?
Yeah, but it wasn't like my parents were kicking money down.
Okay, so why you hating on a parent that's kicking down?
I'm not. I told you before. Hey, that's great that you're able to do it. It's good that you're in that position. This falls in the category of
snitches get stitches. Because you messing with somebody's paper right now.
It doesn't fall into that because you snitched on your damn self.
Yeah, that's true. Anybody need to get hurt around here? It's you.
So I'm talking with my daughter. She's like, am I really taking advantage? I'm like, no, you're being taken care of like you should be.
Okay, now over to you. This is what's called being a home wrecker.
Well, how old is your daughter?
Really? 23, maybe? 23 or 24?
Yeah, for me, it's pastime taking care of her. Like if she needed things and things were out of her wheelhouse, like her basic necessities, her rent, her things like that. That's my personal opinion that she should be already taking care of that. I don't, if I had the pockets you did, maybe I'd do the same thing. But you know what I mean? At that age and where she's at, I would think that and if you wanted to help out above and beyond that, that's cool.
But but
again, I'm looking at it from my broke ass perspective.
But here's the thing, you helped Seabass get his car.
Yeah, kind of, yeah.
Okay, well, it's the same,
but he's not paying for it.
Yeah, he makes the payment. And his insurance payment.
Ho. You helped.
And the registration.
I helped because I drove his ass there.
That's it?
Yeah.
You didn't give him no money for no down payment?
Huh?
You didn't do anything but give him a ride?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Did that shit on my own, Tony.
Well, good. First of all, good on you.
And what, I'm 2 years younger than your daughter? What's up? No.
First of all, that's good on you. But damn, kid, you can't even help him with his ride?
I signed for it.
Okay.
Fuck.
Oh, so you did do something.
Yeah.
Okay. You did what you could in regards to helping
That's
him
what
get a car.
But that's what I've been telling you. Hey, you know what? You have deep pockets. You're able to do it.
It ain't about
You wanna-
deep pockets.
Sure it is.
No, it's not. It's about getting them prepared for their adulthood.
No, it's not.
You
because if
helped him by getting him
it's
his
not.
car.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not, Tony.
How is it not?
Because there's a huge difference between me signing for him to get a car
that he
as
couldn't do
opposed-
on his own.
that he couldn't do on his own, but he
Okay.
makes all of his own payments. To where is your daughter on the lease?
We're not talking about. We're not
Oh
talking about.
well, if we're gonna compare apples, then let's compare apples to apples, not apples to oranges.
Hold on a second. No. Hold on.
Don't fucking look at me. The both of
You did something to help him get his car,
Correct.
so he could get to work, so he could do what he needs to do.
Now let me clarify. I could have made his payment for him, but it's important for him to make his own payment.
Hey, why you keep bringing the money part of it?
And I could have
'Cause that's-
asked him to make to
'cause
help
that's what
make
you
my
do.
payment.
That's what you're bringing up.
No, that's not what I'm bringing up.
You
Right
sure
now,
it is.
I'm saying you helped him in a way that you could by actually signing for his car.
Right, and what you're saying is you're helping your daughter in the way you could, right?
Exactly.
Which is monetarily, which
It-
is
but
money,
no,
which is why I keep bringing it up.
If that's my way of helping her, just like your way's by a signature, my way's not by a signature. My way's giving her money.
I get that, but at what point do you begin to cripple her instead of help her by continuing to put money down and pay for them and pay for them and pay for them and not allow them to find the true value of money and find how hard it is to work and do all this
Did
stuff.
Seabass have a job when he got that car?
Yes.
So he was out of school. He started working, and you helped him get this car that he could pay for.
Yes.
Okay, that's what we're doing.
However, no, I was still in school at that point.
Were you?
How you
Oh,
making
yeah.
car payments?
Because he was working.
Yeah.
You had a part-time job.
Because he was going to school part time.
Yeah.
So
I'd go in the morning and then I'd work like noon to nighttime.
So you put your child in debt as he was going to school. That's what you're telling me?
He
See,
needed a car.
I would never do that.
Well, but again, you help your daughter out where you can, right?
Right.
And I did what I could for him.
Yeah, you gave him a 5-year bill.
Right. So
Poor parenting.
poor because I don't have the money. You're right.
No,
And-
I would never give my child
And
a
Tony,
5-year bill.
and let me be
Monthly.
Let me be completely clear. Okay. I wish that I was in the position that you were in, that I would be able to help him out the way you do.
No, I don't think you would.
I would, but I don't
No, I
think
don't-
that,
I
but I don't
think you
think the
would.
same way you do. You're right. I don't, because for me, especially him as being a boy, and this is gonna fucking now
Sorry, I'm a man.
your daughter's head's gonna fucking explode. Go, oh, there he goes with this fucking machismo shit again. Because as a man, he needs to be able to learn how to do those and make the sacrifices necessary to live the life that he wants to live and to get the things that he wants to get.
But you're not giving him a good head start.
Actually, she can't shit on you for that.
Why?
Because that's just how you feel as a parent that
Right.
you need to teach me. She can't shit on you for that.
How am I not giving him a good head start?
Because you put him in debt. How long is your car loan for?
5
years.
right?
You gave him, as I just said, you gave him a 5-year loan, a 5-year bill that
Correct.
comes up monthly.
Correct.
Why would you do that?
Well, because he's 21 now.
Okay.
So he's gonna have debt for the rest of his life.
No.
So
See,
this is
okay, and-
hold on. I let you speak. It's my turn. So this is a way. It's the same kind of thing. Like when you come home drunk and your parents make you go out and do hard work. Well, fuck. If you don't want to feel like this when you're fucking working, then don't be going out fucking drinking on the night that you got to work. Same kind of thing. Hey, look, I know that you had a car payment for 5 years. It sucks. You've taken really good care of the car. Now stack your money. Yes, you're behind the 8 ball, but you have to persevere. You have to know that, look, these are the things that happen in life. Sometimes you can't control the things that you have to get in debt for, because we don't have the money to go buy a car. I didn't have the money at the time to help him more to go get a car. I could do a signature. I couldn't go and buy him a car and be like, here, and now instead of having a car payment, just put that money in the bank, so when that one dies, you can go buy another one cash. That's not the lifestyle we lead. That's not the money I have.
So at what point in time do you change that train of thought, though? Because you're saying you're going to be in debt for the rest of your life. It doesn't have to be that way.
Well, I'm going to be 50 in 2 months, so I don't need to change my thought process.
Ooh.
But he needs to change his thought process and learn from what the experience is, and understand.
So what you're saying,
because behind the scenes, I'm building generational wealth, because I have the house. When I pass, they can sell the house and they can split the money. The house is 2 times worth what it was when I bought it. Or more than that at this point. So they're going to have plenty of money to start their life once I'm gone. Which hopefully they've learned, and they'll be able to take that money and utilize that for their future. They'll be able to buy the house that they want. They'll be able to still put money away, have money for their kids to go to school, at least start that process for their kids. But I don't have long money right now. I don't, so I do what I can. My question to you was, and again, I do. I'm glad that you have that. That is so amazing that you and your wife have been able to build this life together that allowed you to put this money together and create generational wealth for you and your children, and that you're able to do that for them. My question is so when does that stop? When does it create a hindrance, or is it still, are you really helping them by doing that? That's all my question is. It's not a question of pull the fucking money from them. Don't fucking give it to them. You should. You have it. That's your love. That's how you show what you want to do for them. I get that.
I think he's really disappointed in you as a father.
No, I'm just making sure he gets it all out.
Okay.
So when I come back, it's not like, oh, wait. Oh, wait.
Oh, it's out.
Wait. Okay. So when I say...
That's not what I said. No, I'm just kidding.
You did what you could to get him started on his journey to being an adult.
Correct.
And by what you did was you signed a piece of paper. You're making it a point that you didn't give any money for it. You're making it a point like all I did was give him a ride, which I was taken aback by, because I thought you did more than that. Either give him a down payment or did something. And the reality is you did. You were actually the signer for it.
Right.
So you did do something to help him get started.
Well, but you made it sound like I didn't, because you said, oh, well, you just gave him you didn't help him, you gave him a 5-year debt.
Well, yeah.
So did I help him, or did I give him a 5-year debt?
You helped him get a 5-year debt. But you helped him get started.
Right.
So would you not say that's what I was doing for my kids? Well, let's not say my son, because he's still in school, so he hasn't started yet.
Right.
My daughter. I'm getting her started. You got him started, but in my opinion, it might not be yours, but I think you got him started on a path of being behind the 8 ball. But, that's how life is now.
So I'm learning something here.
What's that?
I'm fucked. No. Continue.
And I'm getting my daughter started by saying, okay, here's a place. We're figuring this out. And again, as soon as we know if she's there permanently, if it's not, that's when, okay, now here's what we're going to do. You're going to be on your own, which I already said. Once we figure out exactly what her plan is, that's when she really starts. That's when her life really begins as an adult, on her own, stuff like that. So again, we are both doing something to get them started. You by giving him a signature,
right?
Me by maybe covering the rent for the first 3 months, because again, she's on probation. But where it is really comes from is, why are you trying to mess with their paper, kid?
I wasn't. I was trying to figure out, like, okay, well, because I mean, we talk a lot, and I know, bro. In like I said, in all honesty, I'm super happy that you guys are able to do that. Like, it's amazing that you guys have been together for not. I mean, it's amazing that anybody's been together for 25 years at this point, right? Like, let's be honest, nobody does that shit anymore. You guys have kept an old school style relationship with new style tendencies. I can learn a lot. You know what I mean? And I not really giving a shit about all the small shit and this. Okay, well, I'm just gonna fight for what I want. Anything else, well, whatever, it doesn't matter, right? As long as everybody's happy, I'm cool. That'll keep me happy, right? And I'm glad that you're able to do that for your kids. I was just wondering, because it's always, oh well, I gotta give her this. Oh well, we paid for. Oh well, we paid for. And I'm like, damn, dog, that's.
But again.
But hold on, let me say this real quick, and because Sebastian pays rent, okay?
Good for you.
Thanks.
But what he pays, I give it back in food, and when we go out and we do shit, and there's times where he does buy. It's not like it's all one sided, but it's not like what he's paying me doesn't go back to him. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like I said, you do what you can. With your money, you give it out and you put money out there, and I do it differently with him. I don't just hand him cash or I don't, pay for this or I don't pay for that or anything like that. Okay, well, I mean, I have to drag him out to buy him fucking shoes, like, because the kid doesn't ask for nothing. I mean, he asked for fucking nothing. We'll go to the grocery store. Hey, Dad, why you at? Just put the days of, hey, Miko, that was $3 are gone, bro. You want it? Fucking put it in the cart.
But do you see how deep an emotional scar it left when I was told no?
Bro, there was times where, hey, dude, look, I got this amount of money, and you want the box cereal, the one in the fucking bag tastes the same, and you get almost twice as much. Get that one.
I wanted Cinnamon Toast Crunch, but I had to get Cinnamon Crunchies. No, just kidding.
Shit happens, right? Fuck. He wanted Apple Jacks and got fucking Jacks for apples. I don't fucking know. Anyways, but it's just those kind of things. And I think I ask that out of being in awe because I know I can't do it for him. But I also look at it, and your children are different than mine. Like, yours went to school, they're graduating. She's starting in a law office. Like,
so let me ask you this: had your parents been able to put you through a 4-year school, got you when you graduated, you don't have any debt, got you set up an apartment, you got yourself a job. And then all of a sudden, now you're on your own, and you're able to pay your rent, able to make your bills, still put a little bit of money away in the bank, and have no debt. How would your life be different now?
I can't tell you that because I can't imagine that happening. But let me ask you this, because you talk about, oh well, you paid your rent for 3 months to help her get started, blah blah blah. Why couldn't you, because she's working, why couldn't you have her pay her rent and you put the rent that you were going to be giving her away so that at the end of the 3 months, if she kept the job and was going to stay there, you have that stack to help her out in other ways or do something nice for her for doing that, or you have the money stacked to bring her back or make whatever moves are necessary. Wouldn't that be doing the same thing?
Numbers wise, yes.
Yeah.
So in the end, where's it benefiting somebody? Because it's still the same.
Well, not necessarily, because it's benefiting you because you're not coming out of pocket. because instead of paying, hold on, instead of paying for her rent,
Okay.
you let her pay for her rent like an adult, like the adult that
Okay.
she is.
Okay.
But you stack that money.
So I'm still paying it.
No, you're stacking that money. You're saving it.
Okay. See,
Hold on.
no.
Just in case.
Okay.
Just in case at the end of the 3 months, she either doesn't continue on with the company and has to move, or you have to get her somewhere else.
Okay. The way I look at money
Yeah.
is if it goes somewhere, it goes somewhere. Okay?
Okay.
And here's what I mean by that. You're telling me stack it instead of paying it to the, let's say rent's $1,000.
Okay.
You're telling me stack that 1,000 and let her pay that 1,000.
Right.
So to me, either way, I'm putting out 1,000. Whether it's to her landlord or whether it's to under my mattress.
Okay.
I'm still putting away 1,000. I'm still paying 1,000. I'm just paying it to a mattress versus a landlord. So that's what I mean by it. It still, in the end, it's still the same thing. I'm out of pocket $1,000 a month.
Right, but at the end of the 3 months, if she decides to stay, you got $3,000 saved.
Or she has $3,000 saved because I paid the landlord. It's because she was stacking her chips when she got paid.
Correct, but
But here's the thing: when she can visually see her savings account growing and say, "Wow, I'm working, saving my money, and look at the benefits I'm getting from it. My savings account is growing."
right.
Wouldn't that put her in the mindset to say, "I could save, I could work, I could do this"?
No.
Versus, hold on.
Okay, go ahead.
Versus majority of her income going to the landlord and her being stuck with a few dollars after every check because she has to allocate a certain amount to the rent, to where now that's a defeated emotion she has.
Okay. So how defeated is she going to be when you say, "All right, I'm done. You got to pay for your own shit." You being able to say,
but you make it sound like you went from 0 to 60. No, we're slowly creeping up to that, and then it's almost like she's crawling to walk.
right, but at the end of the 3 months, when she's got the job, or once she decides she's going to go back to school, whatever that is. Let's say she decides to keep the job, she's going to go there,
Okay.
go to school part time, whatever the situation is, right?
Right?
Or let's just leave school out of it because you like to pay for things when people are in school. So let's leave that out. She gets her job, she keeps it. She wants to stay there.
All right.
You said, okay, well, once you figure out what you're going to do, that's your plan. You want to stay to work,
Yep.
and that's it. We're done.
See,
Pay your own
okay,
rent.
but that's where you're wrong. It doesn't
Oh, because
happen like that.
that's the way I understood it. So how would you do it?
What happens is, okay, you're gonna stay there. Okay, and this is now you're starting your life. Okay, now we figure out where can you live, what can you afford. Do you need to find a place with a roommate? Can you find something on your own? These are all the questions that come up when she's ready to break out on her own. So again, you're saying, okay, you're starting your forever job now. Okay, fine, I'm done.
Okay,
That's
so
not how it works.
Okay, so let's say, all right, yeah, you know what, Dad, I'm gonna move. I found this place. It's
Okay. go ahead.
it's $800 a month. I have to give my security. I have to blah blah blah. But I got money saved. Don't worry about it. Right.
All right.
So then she puts the money down. Blah blah blah. And all she got to do is pay $800 a month for her rent.
Okay.
So do you continue to pay the $800 or do you let? Because how angry is she going to be when now? Oh shit! The first is up. I got to. Man, I can't save it. I can't save as much anymore because now I got to pay $800 a month.
No, she's not going to be pissed because she realizes now I'm on my own, and this is what the world. This is what
You're ludicrous.
you
You are crazy.
No, you're crazy.
You're crazy if you think that somebody's going to be okay with after however long that you're going to pull.
See, I think that's where you and I are disconnected.
Okay.
My kids I'm preparing them for that. That's my role as a parent.
I get that, but
But hold on.
Okay.
But you can't say she's gonna be pissed because now she got to pay her own rent. That's what she's leading up to.
okay. So let me ask you a question. In your business, do people sign contracts for your service?
No.
Just a shake hand, just a handshake,
Yep.
just a okay. So is it on a weekly or monthly basis? Monthly. Okay. So let's say you've been doing it for, I don't know, 6 months.
Okay.
And you go back and say, hey, you know what? Don't worry about doing the pool. We got somebody else.
Okay.
Thanks. Appreciate it. You're just going to be like, oh, okay, cool. And walk away? Yeah. Or are you going to get back in your truck and be like, fuck, man, I lost the pool and I got to figure out, all right, am I going to make more here? Do I get another one?
No. In business, sometimes that's what happens. You might want to sit there and say, did I do anything wrong to cause this to happen? And should I be changing something that I do so I don't lose anybody else? But no, I mean, you can't let emotions get into it. It's business. That's why it's called business.
You know what? I think if you take money out of somebody's pocket that they're used to getting, it's going to cause, from my perspective. Now I understand, and I'm looking at it.
No.
And
see,
I'm looking at it from
But okay, well, here's what I'm saying. Yes,
that didn't sound like you were complete with your thought.
Do I go back to my truck and say, damn, I lost an account. I lost, for shits and giggles, $100 a month. Of course, you go through that emotion. Do I get mad? Do I sit there and say, oh, do I go back and bang on the door and say, no, that's not going to happen? No.
But okay, so we said 100, but that's different then, right? Different from $800 a month, right? So like, let's say you were, I don't know how to make that point of what it is, but I think that,
but let's just go back to one thing that you said.
Okay.
When she is established in what she's gonna do, she knows, okay, I'm on my own. I'm officially moved out of my parents' house. I have my own spot.
Okay.
She's not gonna get mad because she's got to pay for her own stuff.
She
understands that if she gets behind, she could ask mommy and daddy for help. She understands she's not going to get put out in the cold if something were to go wrong.
Let me ask you a question.
No.
Go ahead.
No. But she also understands my mom and dad don't take money from their parents. It's time that I don't take money from mine because this is what they raised me for.
So, okay. So you said, okay, well, something happens. I don't have all my rent money. What are the parameters? Are there parameters, or is it just okay, cool. I'll just put it. How much you need? 4? All right, I'll put all 800 in there.
That'll probably be how it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't experienced it yet,
right?
But I don't know. But more than likely, yeah, that's how it's gonna go. Because again, when your kid first learns how to ride his bike, he's gonna fall, and you're there to pick him up.
But she's not learning how to ride a bike. Come on, let's be. She's 23, right?
No, she is learning. If Seabass were to go move into his own house with his buddies,
yeah,
and the AC breaks down, you can't sit here and say, "Well, he's experienced that before. He knows what to do." He's not gonna know what to do. He don't know who to call. He's got to call his landlord.
Hold on, Sebastian. What would you do if you were in your own place and the AC broke?
I'd see if I could fix it myself.
And then
I don't know.
What was that? What was that last word? What was the last phrase?
So you don't know what you would do from that point?
Hey, don't be giving no eye signals.
No, I'm not. I'm asking because
okay, but
I'm floored by the answer.
Oh, no, but here's the thing.
I don't know if I'd be embarrassed to call somebody or not.
Okay, see, but here's the thing. You shouldn't be embarrassed by the answer because he's not experienced enough.
I said I was embarrassed. He was floored.
He's not experienced enough to know what to do because he's just starting. Now, hold on.
But he should know. We just went through this the other day.
You know what? In a perfect world, everybody should know how to handle every situation. But in the real world, he's not experienced enough.
I'll tell you what, because when my other son first came, he had a fucking flat tire on the freeway and called me because he didn't know how to fucking change a tire. I was like, son, how could you have lived with a fucking mechanic as a stepfather and not know how to change a fucking tire?
So here's the difference. I would know how to change my tire. I wouldn't have to call him.
See?
I'd call him after I got in the car and be like, hey, just to let you know, I had a flat tire. I fixed it. I'm good. Don't worry about it.
And this is not a knock against Seabass.
It sounds like it is
No,
from both of y'all.
he's not experienced enough in the real world
Hey, now.
to know what to do. Again, he just got on his bike. He falls a couple of times.
Okay, you win. Fuck, dude. I'm fucking floored that was his answer.
You shouldn't be floored though. You're looking at it from a 50.
He's so disappointed in me.
I'm looking at it as an adult male father that's had him here for 3 years, and have trained him taught him how to think his way out of shit, and for him to sit there and say, I don't know who I'd call, and it wasn't.
Okay, look.
And it was about being embarrassed about not knowing how to fix it, to call somebody, which is something different. But. Yeah, I'm just floored. I don't know.
And you shouldn't be. And what I'm saying is you shouldn't be floored. Because, again, they're just starting off. We have to still be their training wheels.
But what I'm saying is I'm floored because I feel like I've already prepared him for that. I feel like I've trained him for that. And I don't understand
and
why.
You know what? You have. Just like if he was riding his bike for the first time, you've trained him how to balance himself. But guess what? He's still going to fall.
Oh, of course.
Okay. That's why you still gotta have to be the training wheels for him. How bad of a fall do you want him to take? I don't want mine to scrape up a knee. Sounds like you don't give a shit if he breaks a leg.
He's broken both wrists, right?
Yep.
But again, this is what I'm trying to say. They're just starting off. You're telling me to feed her to the wolves.
I'm not bullshit. I'm telling you, I'm asking, are you doing more? Is it more hurtful, or are you hurting her more by not letting her scrape her knee to learn shit, as opposed to being there and holding on to her while she rides her bike the whole time?
And well, with me, I feel like I'm seeing her fall, so I'm gonna catch her real quick so she don't scrape her leg and her knee. And I could tell her, you would have scraped your knee had I not been there, so you know what not to do next time.
But how will she know how to get out of shit without daddy?
Because daddy's teaching her every single trick in the book to get out of shit. And there are so many tricks in the books that I haven't taught them all yet.
Okay. I'm going to let you have that one. I'm going to let you have that one. Did you see Jungle Cruise yet?
Hell no.
Good fucking movie, bro.
I heard it was horrible.
From who?
Emily Blunt.
The girl that was in the movie said it was terrible.
Yeah.
She's smoking a blunt. That's
I heard her interviewed because that movie was filmed a long time ago.
Right.
And so she was like, I had to do that movie because I was like, what is it?
Contracted?
Contract, yeah. And I had to do one more movie with
Disney?
Yeah, with Disney. And they gave me that one. I didn't want to do it. I didn't like the script. I didn't want to do it, but she kind of made it sound like they needed stars in this crappy movie to make it profitable.
Right.
So she was like, I could do another one. They're like, no, we want you to do this one.
Wow.
That's why she kind of made it sound.
Did you watch the show I told you to watch on Netflix?
We watched the first 2, maybe even 3 episodes.
Okay. And it's called Mad Dogs, and it's on Prime, right?
Amazon
Prime.
Interesting. Can't guarantee I'm gonna watch the whole thing.
Okay. I just wanted you to see the characters kind of.
I did like the little guy that shot one of the main characters in the first episode.
Okay.
That was really good. That was a surprise.
Right.
But I do not see how the 4 characters represent our old crew. At all.
At all, really?
At all. Should I proceed further with the
go
plot
ahead.
line?
No, go ahead.
No, I mean with the plot line to see where it comes out. Because the first 2, and again, definitely I've seen 2 episodes, maybe 3. But I'm like,
where did you end up? Where were they? What was going on?
One of the last things I remember is they were putting the dude in the freezer because the female cop was coming over. And she was saying first, kind of like one of those first guy that gives me the information I need goes free, trying to get them to turn on each other.
So, and none of the things that the characters were doing or the backstory about them, how they hadn't talked to each other in years. All of a sudden, they're coming together, like Manny's 50th birthday, or all kind of, you know.
I, honestly, no. My wife and I sat there and we were like, "I'm not seeing it," and she's like, I'm not seeing it either."
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Maybe I was off on that one too. I don't fucking know. I dead on, bro.
Really?
But then again, you thought the Mike Epps wasn't you either, so.
I still don't, but you know. But yeah, it's actually an interesting show. When they went back to get the boat,
Yeah.
and the drug dealers, I guess, showed up,
Right.
and the dude was trying to help her. Like, what are you doing? Don't touch the product.
Oh yeah.
And they removed the fuse from the boat and threw it in the water, and they were like stuck on there.
Yep.
That was actually kind of funny.
Yeah. It's a really good, and there's a lot of twist in the show as you go on,
Oh, is that right?
and it's only one season. It's really good, dude.
The very beginning of the show, they come running out in almost like African makeup,
Yeah.
spears and shit.
Yeah.
Does that show up at the end as far as why they did that? Because it's one of those things that kind of shows you. It seems like it's showing me
What's
how
gonna
it's
happen?
ending. Yeah.
It's not that close to the end, but it's towards that. Yeah, it's towards the back of it.
All right.
There's a lot. I mean, he's fucking, for it being like a weekend. I mean, they end up like fucking 4 days, right? 5 days or some bullshit. It is so much shit happens to those guys in those 4 days.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't believe you guys don't see it.
Yeah. Don't see it at all.
Huh? Maybe I see everybody different then. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know.
I'm gonna hit you with something. Happened to me today.
I don't know if I could take much more today. I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
So, I'm gonna tell you exactly how I told my wife when I told her this happened to me today.
Okay.
I'm talking to my buddy Rob on the phone, and actually, I texted him after this incident because I told him, "Hey, I'm gonna have to call. Let me call you back because I'm getting into something." And,
Okay.
you know, it happens all the time when you're talking to somebody. If you're about to do something, let me hit you back.
Right.
So I actually texted him like, make sure you listen to the next podcast, even though he would, because this is a story that's gonna happen. This is why I had to hang up with you. So I got to a house near Desert Hospital.
Okay.
Okay, it's about probably 10, 11. I don't think it was noon yet, but it was hot.
Okay.
Okay, excuse me. Let me backtrack. This is exactly how I told my wife. I'm going to tell you something that happened to me right now. Mingo. Don't yell at me. I know what I did was wrong.
Oh, shit.
And I understand you're going to be upset that I did it. But believe you me, I get it. You don't have to tell me. I get it. So here's the story.
You rubbed lotion on somebody, didn't you?
So I'm over there by the hospital.
Okay.
This dude comes walking down the street in the hospital gown
Gown? Okay.
with the hospital socks. If you ever seen the hospital
Yeah, the
socks,
blue ones with the little,
grippy socks.
they're actually yellow.
Okay.
These were yellow. But yes, those are the socks.
the grippy ones, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They got a little grip on the bottom. He had the mask, the surgical mask, around his neck. He had an Apple Watch on,
Right.
but he also had the hospital ID band
Right.
that they give you. And he's sweating. And he's like walking in a daze. So he's passing me. He goes, "Hey, man, I just got out of the hospital. Do you think you can give me a ride home?" So I'm looking at this dude, and it literally looks like he got beat up. He's got kind of like dried blood on him, on his face, back
Right.
of his ear, you know. And like I say, he's sweating real bad. And I was like, "Well, where do you live?" And he tells me the street. Now, I know the street. It's about a 4-minute drive. If I caught the single red light, make it a 6-minute drive. But it would have been a 20, 30-minute walk.
Okay.
Okay? I said, yeah, I can take you. Now, Seabass
just
You
like
dumb motherfucker.
okay. At this point in time,
You rubs the lotion on its skin.
I'm helping my fellow man out. Okay.
You're helping an escaped con
Yeah.
Okay.
from the hospital.
Don't think I didn't think about that. But would they really let you just leave if you weren't able to leave?
No, because they didn't let him leave. He escaped.
Yeah, because he would have had his
Regular
clothes on.
yeah. They would have discharged him, is what that's called.
Yeah. Right? Even if he had to sign himself out, he would have had his regular clothes on.
Or
That
they would have
bullshit.
given him loaner shit. You
You're
know what I
right.
mean?
I mean, I'm not going to deny any of this. Okay, but the dude was in a bad way.
Okay?
All right. And, dude, it's 150.
You are
degrees.
one nice motherfucker,
Okay,
Tony.
well, hold on. So I said, yeah. Again, I know exactly the street. He gave me the address.
He went there and fucking killed somebody.
I didn't even think about
You are
that.
an accomplice.
You know you're going to be on the news tonight. Hey, there's a fucking
You
man.
better run and drive the fuck off when you leave, because I'm looking at your plates.
There's a manhunt for a Puerto Rican man,
Yeah.
slightly bald, slightly heavy,
Ooh, that one was gonna hurt.
mad dark.
So I tell the dude, yeah, hop in, I'll give you a ride.
You know he went there and killed
So-
the dude that did that shit to him, right?
So we hopped in the car. Okay?
Okay.
He puts on his seatbelt, I put on my seatbelt. Okay? I start driving. The air conditioner's on. So he's like, oh man, thank you so much. This feels so good. You know, because I could tell he was like, he was sweating and stuff.
It's probably all the
So-
speed he was on.
Probably. So now he says, so I said, man, you all right? I said, he's like, yeah. He said, I just got out of hospital. He says, do stitches dissolve? And I'm looking at him now. I could tell now he's like really disoriented.
Right.
Whatever he was on, he hasn't come off yet.
Right.
So, but I don't know if he was maybe in a car accident
Right.
and he's still whatever. So I said, well, I don't know. I said, it depends on what stitches they put in. I know some dissolve, and I know some you got to come back and they got to pull them out. I don't know what stitches you have.
Here, look. Is that what happened next?
So we're driving, and now at this point, like I said, it's only a 4-minute drive. 5.
You're still talking with him.
You hit the light, didn't you? The red light.
No, it was green.
Oh, okay.
So we're like 5 streets away from the street I have to turn on. I said, am I making a left or a right on the street? He says, you're making a left. I was like, all right, cool. So we get to the street. I hang a left. I said, what's the address again? And he tells me. And I automatically, I know as I'm driving, the numbers aren't going in the correct direction.
Right. Okay.
So I said, I'm on the wrong. I said, I should have made a right. He goes, no. That's the house right there. So I said, no. I said, bro, that's not the address you gave me. He goes, no, I think that's the house. So I said, cool. I stopped. I said, all right, man, here you go. And he looks, he goes, no, that's not the house. I said, that's what I said. So I said, U-turn is down the streets on the other side. So I'm doing this, and then all of a sudden he starts reaching for my water bottle that has a straw sticking out of it.
Yeah.
So he starts to pick it up. And so I grab it. And I'm like, yo, what are you doing? He goes, no, it's okay. I said, no, that's my water. He says, yeah, I know. I said, you're not drinking out of my water. He goes, no, it's okay. So he's starting. So now we're kind of doing a little tug of war with my water bottle. So now I'm thinking to myself, okay, now up until this point, I'm helping my fellow man. Now it's like, okay, hold on a second, bro. This is my water. You're sweating like a mad dog, and I ain't letting your lips touch my straw. I got to work for the day. So I took it, right? I said, you ain't drinking my water. So I said, if you want, I had like empty Powerade bottles, Gatorade bottles on the floor where he was sitting. I said, grab one of those cups off the floor and I'll pour you some. So he says, okay. So he undoes the lid and I pour it as I'm driving because, again, we're just driving like 20 miles an hour.
Right.
So he starts to drink it, and then I get to the house. I said, this is the spot right here. He goes, okay. He starts reaching for my center console trying to open it. I'm like, bro, what are you doing? He's like, you gotta hit the clicker so I can get in through the garage. I said, bro, I don't have your clicker. I said, I just gave you a ride from the hospital. He's still trying to reach. So I unbuckle his seatbelt. I said, yo, I need you to get out of the truck. He goes, yeah, but you got to open up the garage. I said, I don't know you. I said, I did you a favor by giving you a ride. I said, but now it's time for you to get out because I got to get back to work. He's like, oh, okay. So he got out, of course, and he starts walking to the house. I go down the street, but then I got to bust a U-turn because I got to go back in the direction I came from.
Right.
You get pulled over.
Well, I slowed down as I went by the house and he was gone, so I assume he got in. So at the point where, like I said, we were kind of going back and forth with the water bottle.
Right.
Now I'm going through my head, okay, now I got to get on the offense. If something goes down, do I have some sand I could throw in his eyes? I don't know. Because, dude,
what you do is you find out where he's stitched up at and break him open right there.
Throw some chlorine in his eye. Fuck, you're good.
Dog, literally, I'm thinking, okay, if I got to jump out, I got to throw it in park, and I got to make sure to take my key with me. You know what I'm saying? Dude, all these things are going through my head. And, again, and my old lady's pissed, right? I'm telling her this, and she's like, I can't believe you did that. And so I'm trying to turn her back, and I'm telling her, don't you ever do anything like that. She's like, I wouldn't. I'm surprised you did. And I was like, yeah, I know. I said, but it was hot. My man is walking in a gown with socks. And again, one of the reasons why I did it, I made a point to say he had an Apple Watch on, so I know he wasn't like a bum.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
He had a nice haircut. He could have either he got jumped or he got in a car accident. One of those two.
Maybe the cops beat him.
Maybe they did. But again,
I was waiting for the part of the story where he gets pulled over. And, sir, have you seen a man in a hospital gown? I don't know, no motherfucker in a hospital gown.
Yo no hablo inglés.
Yeah.
Puerto Rican.
But like I said, man, when he lifted up my water bottle and I grabbed the bottom of it and I was like, what are you doing? He's like, it's okay. And I was like, no, that's my water. He goes, yeah, I know. And I was like, you're not drinking my water. And just because, I don't know you. And so I'm kind of pulling it, and he's kind of pulling it. And I'm like, oh, shit, it's about to go down. Something's about to go down.
You're about to beat up some poor old man who was walking in the heat.
The funny part would have been if Tony would have got his ass whooped by some dude in a gown and stitches.
Funny if he showed up with a fucking black eye.
Oh, my God. See, Tony, that's the difference between you. Like, me nice, I'd have been, hey, yeah, jump in the back of the truck. I'll take you where you got to go.
And, I'll be honest with you. Generally, I'd have been like, no. You see, and again, I think it has more to do with, and I hate saying this.
Because he was white?
He was white, but no, it was more like, you could tell he wasn't a bum. You could tell, I'm not going to say he wasn't a crackhead, because I don't know.
Right.
But the Apple Watch,
Did
the
you
proper
look at the
haircut,
face of the Apple Watch and see if there's any powder on it?
So you thought he was well off, is what you're saying?
I thought he was your typical person like me that is out in 115 degrees and he had a 20-minute walk and I could cut that down to 4 minutes for him.
Well, I think the only problem with that statement though is that the typical person doesn't walk around in a hospital gown.
You're right.
So I think that may have caused me to give it gas and swerve around him in the first place. You know what I mean? But like, I get it. I mean, because you're compassionate. It's 115 outside. You know what it's like. But goddamn, Tony, choose your battles. What the fuck are you thinking?
Yeah, it was.
What if he was locked in for a 5150 or what do they call that shit?
Yeah,
somebody's crazy.
Yeah,
he was on a fucking hold
and again, in hindsight, even during again, the whole thing switched when the water bottle incident happened.
Right.
That's when it's like, okay, hold on. This dude might be crazy. He might be an escapee. What did I get myself into?
I guess
again, up until that point, because everything was like, "Hey, man, you all right? What's going on?" You know, he's like, "Yeah, I gotta get stitches," and I'm like, "All right, man. You know, we'll get you home, back in your bed or whatever." That's what I'm thinking. But as soon as that
Wait a
water
minute.
bottle,
you just said we're gonna get you home and back in your bed.
that's what I'm thinking.
Like you were gonna take him in and put him in bed.
No.
Well, because that's what that means. Well, let's get you home and get you back in bed.
I'm just, in my mind, we're gonna get you home
so you can go to bed.
Yeah, so you can go
Okay.
handle. You're not having to walk in 115 degrees and with socks on. I'll be honest with you. I don't even know if he had clothes under there. He might have had put his ass juice all up on my seats.
Oh,
So I don't know.
you probably got a brown spoke in your seat.
It's quite possible.
Fuck.
Yeah, my old lady was not happy with me at all.
I bet. And you haven't told Rob yet?
No, he's.
Rob's gonna fucking piss his pants. You know what I'm gonna buy you for Christmas? I'm gonna buy you little baggies so you can carry sand with you. You carry them in your shirt pocket for these instances. Holy shit, Tony! What?
Yeah, I know.
What?
I'm scared for your kids. What are you preparing them for?
Yeah. What?
See, and here's the thing. I'm preparing my kids not to do stuff like this. They're going to hear this
And your wife.
know not to do it.
I don't think you have to prepare them. I think your kids are smart enough not to do it on their own.
You would hope so, at least, right?
Holy shit, Tony!
Now
You needed a different defense strategy other than sand.
trust me, bro. I got a couple of pens, like in the.
What do you think? You're fucking Jason Bourne?
Oh, dog, trust me. I'd have grabbed one and went straight to the throat. If anything would have went down, because it's in the dashboard area, the little compartments.
Right.
I just grabbed one and just with my right hand just swung it. Dog, it crossed my mind. I saw it. I said, okay, that's one thing I could use. And again, if something goes down, throw it in park, jump out, but make sure to bring my keys.
Right.
So I'll run around the truck with them. Reaching for my phone, calling the police.
Let him chase you. How long you think you could run around the truck before that fucking crackhead catch you, Tony? Crackhead ain't slowing down. So shit, it's 104. This ain't nothing.
Yeah, dude.
Fuck, Tony.
Yeah, it was bad. I in retrospect, it was really bad.
Yeah, hindsight's always 20/20.
I should have just said, "Let me call the police for you. I'll be sure to they'll give you a ride. Make sure you're all right." That's what I should have done.
Yeah, that's what you should have done, because the second he goes, no, don't call the police, then you fucking split and call the cops anyways.
Yeah. Or you should have put him in the, in your car and driven back to the hospital.
Right? Yeah.
Be like, hey.
Shoot. Then the fight would have really broke out. You're like, I didn't.
Yeah, but they got security guards there. You're good.
Man, them security guards ain't gonna do nothing.
Dude, he's got an ID badge on his fucking wrist. You should have started with that.
Uh-huh.
Excuse me, sir. I'm going to need to see your ID badge, see what that shit says.
Schizophrenic.
Yeah.
Schizophrenic. Yosemite.
No,
Yosemite.
Yosemite, yeah.
Fuck, Tony. I can. Of all the dumb shit, that's.
Yeah, I don't have an excuse.
Like at your age, I'm floored again twice in one show. Like you would do that.
Yeah, I have no excuse. Again, as
Would you
I
pick
told
up strangers?
Fuck no.
You wouldn't pick up
you know
anybody
what?
you knew?
I wouldn't talk to the guy.
And you want to know what's messed up? If you would have asked me the same question, I'd say no. I'd say the same thing. Even before this happened, if you would have asked me this yesterday, I'd be like, no, I'm not letting no stranger get in my car. I'm not picking up a hitchhiker. I'm not letting anybody in my car I don't know.
Fuck, that's what's even more weird.
Dog.
It wasn't even a fucking hitchhiker. It was a dude in a fucking emergency gown.
It was even worse than picking up a hitchhiker.
Okay, now let me tell you this: the very last part.
Oh shit!
Because I was kind of upset about it.
Yeah.
I'm upset about myself. I'm upset about this dude putting me in this position, even though I'm the one that, hey. So I told my wife, what I really want to do is tomorrow go knock on that door, ask for him, and say, hey, I gave him a ride here. He told me he paid me $40. I want my $40.
And a bottle of water.
Give me some couple days of lunch out of it. But she's like, are you crazy? I'm like, I thought about it.
So, let's start. Okay, so we're going to start off with this. You were disappointed in yourself.
Very.
So now you want to go back and make yourself look like an even bigger dick. Do you know what that's called? Do you know what that's called, Tony? That's called extortion.
I'm waiting to see. Maybe you'll be on the fucking news tonight.
Right?
Looking for a gentleman in
We have a description of a man who seems to be in his late 40s, maybe early 50s.
helping a convicted criminal escape from Desert Hospital this afternoon. Man was last seen wearing a fucking
if you have any
a
information,
gown and yellow socks.
If you have any information on either the man who escaped the hospital or the man who helped him escape the hospital, give us a call.
So let this be a lesson to everyone that's listening,
including
ain't
yourself.
nobody
Tony.
need the lesson, Tony. Ain't nobody need the lesson, Tony. You the only one. Better put the headphones on and say that shit again.
Man.
Holy shit, Tony. It was so like when you started struggling for the glass, were you like, I fucked up?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. You know what? No, I actually said I fucked up when we were going up the wrong direction on the street.
Okay.
And I said, oh, no, we got to go back the other way. And he was like, no, that's the house right there. And I'm arguing with him saying, no, that's not the address you gave me. And he was like, no, that's it. So I was just like, all right, get out.
Yeah, I just let the guy out and drove off. I wouldn't have watched him walk up to the door.
So it was one of those things that he was like, oh, no, that's not the house. And I was like, that's what I said. You know, it just pissed me off. Like, yo.
Now you're fucking with me.
Now you fuck with me. Now I'm pissed. But then when he started reaching for my water, it was like, oh, shit.
Now I'm personally upset.
Tony went from being the tough guy. I told you that wasn't the house.
Right?
Hey, mister, that's my water.
Yeah.
Leave my water alone.
Excuse me. You're touching what is not yours. I'm gonna need that water back.
Fucking Tony. Do you carry sand in the truck? I'm going to give you a solo cup of sand when you leave right now. Holy shit, Tony. You don't carry a gun or a knife at work?
I got myself the
This is the dude who wants liability insurance on a firearm.
Yeah.
I got one of those Swiss Army knife type deals on my Leatherman.
Multi-tool?
Yeah, multi-tool on my belt.
Now, I would give you shit, but it's a Leatherman. So
Yes.
I'm gonna give you a pass.
I'll be right back.
Okay. Because Leatherman's the shit, dude. Let me see which ones you get. Oh, you don't have it with you?
I was at my work.
Oh.
Because he trusts us.
Right? Yeah, the Leathermans are the shit, dude. I bought one when I was doing all my survival shit.
Dog. I've had one for years, and I broke the blade off of it or something,
Yeah?
and they gave me a brand new one.
Really?
Yeah, lifetime warranty.
Nice.
Yeah, dude.
Well, that bracelet that I wear, the black one that has like the bottle opener and all that bullshit, that's Leatherman too.
Is that right?
Yeah, that's why it's got all that tool shit on it. But yeah, I bought the nice one that has a little set where you pull it out and you put your like a screwdriver head in there. You put all your bits on it and shit. Dope, dude.
Yeah, Leatherman's a good company.
Survivor shit. You know what I mean? I'll be around till I don't know 2075 easy, just with that. And my rations of food and my stored water, I'll be good in any kind of situation. You know, I can get myself out of just about everything. Fucking Tony, when was the last time you picked up a hitchhiker?
I never have.
Never? You've never done it?
No reason for me to.
That's crazy.
Dog, you know what? I don't know. Again, I just saw he was in a bad way, and he asked for a ride. Hey, gave me the address. Dude, I don't know.
Wow.
Passion just overcame me.
I guess, dude. Goddamn. I'm not that compassionate.
Doc, I unfortunately I can no longer say neither am I.
Yeah, you can't. Wow. What's your son and daughter going to say when they hear this? This part, if they make it to this part of the show.
Just that I'm crazy. They can't believe I did it. I mean,
I kind of want to call your wife and find out. Let her ream you over the phone on the show. Holy shit.
Hey, you want to know the funny thing is? When I was telling her, she was, I guess this is something you could talk about on the podcast. I said, you know what? I didn't even think about it. I mean, I probably would have, but I didn't even think about it.
Oh, you just did it for material.
I did it for the gram, kid. You want to know another thing I thought of? I probably should have taken a picture of the dude and sent it to Rob, since that's who I was talking to.
Oh, yeah.
And been like, yo, I'm giving this guy a ride just in case something happens.
Shit.
This is him.
Fuck. So you're going to give him a heads up on the story, or you just making him listen?
I'm just going to make him listen.
Fuck. That's hilarious. So we're just doing this show this week, right? Nothing on Thursday? Correct. Right? Okay. And next week, just Monday as well, right?
Correct.
Okay. And then we should be getting back to normal, where it's two shows here, hopefully by September, right?
Yeah.
Right around there, middle of September, maybe.
It cools down.
Right on. Dude, I'm dying to go back to the fucking movies.
Why don't you?
I don't know.
I mean, you're making it sound like they're not open.
Well, there's just still all this COVID shit that nobody knows anything about. Take the shot, don't take the shot. You could still get sick with the shot. Most people that are getting sick had the shot. Like, okay, well, you got to get the shot to not wear a mask. Oh shit, everybody got to wear the mask
and
again.
not to beat a dead horse.
Yeah.
As I'm taking this dude and he's got his mask around his neck, I'm thinking, man, I could be breathing in COVID right now.
You never know. Maybe that's what he was in for, Tony. And he bailed before they could give him that test.
Did you hear that couple on their first date, the YouTuber and the young girl that got killed in the movie theater?
Oh yeah, he got shot, right? It took him
actually some here, not too far from here.
Yeah.
Yeah, they went to go watch that. Have you seen it, The Forever Purge?
Yes.
You saw it?
Yeah.
I mean, obviously it's the same concept, but
yeah,
is it good?
Yeah, it's all right. It's very pro Chicano, pro Hispanic, pro Latino, whatever fucking name you want to give us.
What, they don't kill him?
Well, that's the start of it. It's kind of like, they work on this ranch and one of the sons is really shitty to them and doesn't want to fucking help them. And then, life happens and the purge happens and, Peter's to the rescue, buddy.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah. So
No, it's not right.
So it's just kind of.
But as far as this couple, I mean, apparently the girl died at the theater.
Oh.
And he survived, but he actually wound up dying.
He ended up dying a couple days. They caught the dude, right? They did it?
Yeah, because and because it was that movie, and I guess there was a bunch of gunshots in the movie. Nobody noticed that.
Nobody noticed?
Yeah. And did you hear that the workers that clean up found them when the movie was over? Everybody left.
And
the kids that clean up this place were cleaning up the aisles and stuff and found the two bodies.
That's hella suspect.
Dude.
That's weird.
Very.
That'll make no kind of sense.
But the dude, I guess, from the cameras, they were able to catch the guy.
Okay, so I know there's a lot of violence in that movie and there's a lot of gunshots. I'm going to go out on a limb and saying an actual live gunshot in a theater, even with all that shit on, would probably be pretty noticeable.
Really? Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Well, yeah, because think like you're sitting in the next theater over. Like, that's a real sharp... It's a real sharp noise as compared to what...
It's a very prominent
movie,
sound.
Yeah, what movie... Because, like, if you're in a movie and something loud happens in the next theater, you hear it.
Yeah.
But that's a real sharp, like, crack.
They can't get it right on movies. Like, the sound of a gunshot in real life is nowhere near a movie theater. So to say that, oh, well, we didn't, not to mention the muzzle flash, and then not to mention the smell,
Right.
because that smell is very distinct,
Oh yeah.
very distinct. There's no way you can smell it and think, oh, roses.
Yeah, that might be. That might not be gunpowder.
Yeah.
No, that's gunpowder.
Well, that's the story.
I don't like it.
Yeah,
I'm not with it.
thinking logistics.
So, are you
or
thinking
whatever.
that everyone in the theater knew what happened and didn't bother to say anything? Because not like it was a full theater. I mean, I don't think it was that many people in there, but they did say there were people in there that didn't notice.
Where was the shooter at compared to the person who was shot?
The two people that were shot, I don't know.
Okay. Because I'm thinking if you're gonna get away with it, you got to be sitting next to whoever the fuck you're shooting.
Like right behind him and have the gun up against him.
Yeah, because then that's
Suppresses the muzzle flash.
and,
So, like, through
and
the
kind
seat?
of the round itself.
Right, because what happens is when you shoot, like the explosion creates a burst of flame out the front of the gun, depending on the size of the caliber.
Yeah.
Realistically, that close, you can shoot a 22, and what
away
happens is it's got enough power to go in, but
to
not
come
out, so it ricochets throughout your body. So
And
realistically,
that's a quiet round, anyways.
yeah, and it's not that loud. The crack on that gun is minuscule. But if you were going to do something like that, and I'm not training, I'm not fucking having a class on how to kill somebody.
This is not the first time I've heard it, but maybe you can answer it. When you say the bullet doesn't exit,
Correct.
but it
Ricochets.
ricochets inside your body.
Mhm.
What is it ricocheting off of? Your bones?
Bone.
So depending on what you're wearing,
That's why when people get shot, the entrance wound is smaller than the exit, because it's bouncing off of shit and spreading or breaking off.
because usually when like if you're using a higher caliber, the entrance, the bullet is traveling so fast, it's just a clean entrance, but it's got so much inertia, so much velocity that it just pushes all that shit out of the way and creates a large hole out the
And I
back.
can understand that, the entrance and the exit. But when you say it rattles around, how does it actually go back and forth, left and right, up and down?
I remember a story of somebody saying that they saw somebody get shot through their hip and it coming out through their shoulder.
Because what happens is
It's going to take the path of least resistance.
right. So once it enters, it doesn't continue in a straight. That bullet doesn't have enough power to continue on a straight trajectory. So it's going to move, kind of like when they do those. Have you ever seen them do the gelatin shots? So they set up a block
Ballistic
of jello,
gel.
ballistic gel, and they shoot a bullet, and it goes in and points up, or it riddles out and shoots out the side. It's the same thing. Once it enters your body, everything inside is soft but your bone. So it can go and say it hits the bone at an angle. So it's going to shoot it out back this way.
It's like playing pool in your body.
Or like, what's
Oh, pinball.
pinball. Because it doesn't have enough power to get out. So it just keeps bouncing off the bone.
Interesting.
Yeah. And 22 is power enough to go through a door. And it's, I don't know if we should say it.
Yeah, probably not.
Okay.
We've said enough.
Yeah, right?
We've just become prime suspect in a lot of shit.
Yeah, right. So like body armor isn't
Okay.
rated for a 22.
It'll go right through that shit.
It'll stop a 38, it'll stop 40, 45 on up. But a 22 can
is
go
too
through
small to be stopped by it.
it. Weird.
And what's the smallest? 22 is the smallest gun,
Pretty
Yeah.
much, yeah.
It's the smallest firearm.
and a vest, which is meant to stop these kind of things, can't stop that.
No, it won't stop it because it's not
Well,
rated for
a
that.
certain kind of vest won't stop
Right.
it. I don't remember what it is, but
I think Kevlar will, but I don't think
Yeah.
it's the traditional body armor won't stop it. Which is weird. You would think that would be, but who's walking around with a 22 and shooting at a cop? You know what I mean? Like, or with somebody that's got body armor. You know what I mean? Doesn't make any sense. But that's what the Saturday Night Special used to be. These little revolvers.
Right.
They're 22s, or they call them club guns or belly guns, because you'd carry them here and nobody would see them. Or your girl could put it in her small purse or between her butt cheeks and take it into the club for you, and you're carrying a gun on you. You walk out while somebody's dancing and pop one off while the music's playing. Nobody's going to hear it because it's a light pop. And by the time that person feels it, you're already out and back in your car.
So in a movie theater, you can't hear it. You can, but in a club, you can't.
A 22, you would be able to, if that's what he used was a 22, I could see that being hidden in the sound of a movie theater.
Okay.
Because the sound is not very strong. But if you use anything bigger than that, there's no way somebody didn't hear it. Maybe a 25, but that's not much bigger than a 22. But if they used a 38 or a 380, anything like that above, yeah, there's no way they couldn't have heard it. In my thought. Would you agree?
What'd you say?
Anything above a 38 or 380,
Oh, yeah.
or 380 and those and
Yeah.
up, yeah.
Up, yeah.
And have you ever shot a gun? I think
Yeah.
we talked about this before.
Yeah, I've shot a shotgun.
And that's it?
Standard 12 gauge, I'm guessing.
I would guess that as well. Yeah, that was it.
Yeah.
I think we started with that, and because I didn't like it so much, I didn't proceed with anything else.
Got you.
Remember?
Are you scared about those evil features?
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, I was scared. I don't remember I went shooting with Manuel and this other dude named Hugh or Huey.
Yeah. Hugh Boyle.
Yeah.
It's my dog right there.
Yeah, the three of us went out. Desert Hot Springs.
I think you were scared because you went with Hugh. Most of you remember who Hugh is. 6-foot white boy, long hair, tatted up and down.
And that was before tattoos were cool.
Yeah. He was, and you know, there were gangster tattoos or biker tattoos, right?
Yeah. No, I did.
Cool cat, bro. Nice guy.
Yeah, most definitely, yeah. It's just no the recoil. It wasn't for me. I was like, I'm good. Thank you. I'll wait in the car. Y'all go ahead. Shoot all you want.
Yeah, Manuel was cool. He was out there shooting it up.
Yeah.
That's funny. I don't see Manuel holding a gun either. I would see you over Manuel handling it.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know who Manuel is, but I see anybody over Tony holding a gun.
I see Tony holding a gun like on TV, like sideways and shit. Trying to be gangster with it.
Right?
And what's wrong with holding it like that?
You can't fucking
Yeah,
hit what
you
you're
can't
aiming
hit
at.
shit.
Because you can't control it.
How's that?
Because when you hold it like this, you see down the sight and you aim what you're shooting at,
Okay.
and your recoil comes back and puts it right back where you are. When you're like this,
Which is sideways. by the way.
sideways, you're holding it sideways, and you're trying to look down that, and then it,
And then the recoil, so then you're looking at it like this, and you're not going to hit shit.
yeah.
Okay, I kind of get the aiming part, but the recoil is the recoil. It doesn't. I mean,
No, you're not going to be able
your
to reach.
wrist is
But where the recoil puts you, it's going to be hard to get back on target.
So, like, if you hold your hand like that and you have recoil, it feels different than doing it like, you look like it looks dirty. It looks dirty. Fucking 15-year-old mind. What can I do? What can I say? Yeah, we gotta re-up our thing. So Second Amendment changed. They're not Second Amendment anymore.
What do you mean? You can't change the Second Amendment.
Okay.
It's a
Look, genius. It's a store.
gun store.
Oh,
It was a Second Amendment over here off of
hold on
one.
a second. How you gonna call me genius? Like if I'm supposed to know what it is?
We've talked about it before.
Like you really thought I was trying to? We're gonna sneak
Hold
into
on a second.
Congress.
You said
and
the
we'll-
Second Amendment.
We need to amend the amendment.
We're gonna sneak into the White
You
House
just
with
said, "Oh, we got to do this because they changed the Second Amendment."
No, we've got to re-up because
They
Second Amendment has changed, and I said it's under new management.
yeah. They sold. So
I didn't hear you say that, but
Oh,
either
okay.
way, you said we got to re-up because they changed the Second Amendment.
Yeah, I may have said something like that. Yeah, but she just
We don't expect.
They
much.
sell sand there
Okay.
too in bags. If you want.
Can we stop drilling that joke into the ground?
No. He drove a dude around in a fucking emergency gown.
I thought you talking about the sand.
Yeah.
Which joke?
Yeah.
Sand.
Sand.
Yeah.
Pocket sand.
You said I was looking around for sand.
I said we, because you both do it.
Yeah.
Have you ever been in a fight where you threw sand at somebody or kicked sand at somebody?
I think so.
Did it work?
No. Because I kicked it up.
So why is that your go-to move?
Because I won't kick it up again. I'll actually grab a handful and throw it.
Okay.
See, I kicked it up, hoping it would have went forward, but instead it kind of just went straight up, and went in my eyes as well as the other person's. See, but I knew it was coming, so at least I was able to
Block a little bit of it?
just still, instead of just taking a step back and putting my hands on my eyes,
Yeah.
I went forward, because I knew.
So he could hit you. I'm just kidding. Fucking Tony. You're crazy.
Gotta do what you gotta do, kid.
Hey, yeah, man. It's you or the other person, whatever's around, bro.
So let me ask you this.
I'll hit you with a 2x4, a paint stick, whatever I got.
Let me ask you this.
So,
When you join the services, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines,
yeah.
isn't part of boot camp,
Marksmanship?
no, a mental thing where they got to break you down to build you back up?
Of course.
So mental stability is part of being what you need to be.
They do give them psych evals, I think, when they join. The same with police officers, they give them psych evals.
Yeah, but look how well that fucking goes.
Yeah. And they break you down and make you a follower,
Right.
which is funny because they talk about they make you great leaders when they make you great followers. You know what I mean? To some degree, there are some people that...
Yeah, I was going to say, because really nobody is not a follower.
Yeah. So yeah, they break you completely down, and then they build you back up the way they want you.
And the reason I'm asking is because
You join.
huh?
You join the service.
No. Simone Biles,
Yeah.
how she can't compete because she has mental instability.
Okay.
And so, which, hey, I get it. Mentally you can't do it. But how does that make you the greatest gymnast? You no longer can hold that title.
Right.
Am I correct on that? Because if you're the perfect quarterback, Tom Brady, I mean, I'm not saying he is, but just because he's
Throwing a
probably
name out
better,
there,
one
right,
of the
I got
best.
you.
If he choked at
Which I hope he does.
really,
What?
really important times of the game, he wouldn't be considered the greatest
Right.
because mentally he's strong.
Right.
If she's not mentally strong, and I'm not knocking it, but can she still be considered the GOAT of gymnastics? Because this is her Super Bowl.
Right.
And if
And also she got a bronze, right? she's
on the
go-
one thing that she did, yeah.
On the twisties or some shit.
No, twisties is what she's experiencing
Okay.
on the beam bar or something like that.
Okay.
Twisties, as they say, is
Vertigo, basically.
she can't figure out, her body's not doing what she wants it to do as she's flipping through the air and landing. It won't land properly. And again, and everybody's giving her props. It's like the tennis player, that young girl that had a withdraw from the tournament she was in, the French Open or what have you, because mentally she couldn't handle reporters asking her questions, having to answer about the things that she did during play. She didn't want to do interviews. And I guess the association was like, no, that's part of the contract. You
Right.
play and you do the interviews. And she's like, well, then I'm not going to play because I can't handle doing the interviews. Well, again, to me, that's part of it.
That should be part of the training.
Yeah,
That should be part of the skill set that they're taught.
right. If you're a lawyer, you could be the best lawyer, but if you choke when you're in the courtroom, how does that make you
The
the
best,
best
right?
lawyer?
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. You're right. It doesn't. It keeps them from being a goat. It doesn't mean that they're not great at what they do. But you cannot consider yourself or be considered to be the greatest of all time if you can't perform.
Yeah, exactly.
And this isn't necessarily about her, but I think that that's a big thing going on right now. Over the last several years, people's talk of anxiety and that they're plagued with anxiety. Oh, I can't go do this because I have anxiety. Oh, I can't go do this because I have anxiety. Oh, my anxiety's taken over. I can't go do it. It's debilitating. I personally, to some degree, and I'm not saying that everybody's that way, but I believe that that's cop out. And the reason why I believe that is because I think it's just that we weren't taught, this next generation wasn't taught the skill set to deal with that anxiety, with not knowing how to do something or taking that challenge on. Because when we were kids, it was, hey, it's going to be scary, but you got to get out there and you got to do it. And then when you're done, you're going to feel great about it. And then you'll be able to do it as much as you want. Right? It wasn't oh, okay, then stay home.
Right. Yeah.
Because then what are you doing? Then you're just helping them become fearful to some degree. Make sense?
Yeah.
Instead of saying, hey, look, when you feel this coming on, take a deep breath, do this, do that, take them through the paces that they need to go through to clear that. And then let them perform.
Well, didn't it start with everyone getting a trophy?
Absolutely.
You know? Yeah.
Absolutely. And I think it started before that.
What would you attribute it to as far as before that?
I think there came a point in time where we fucked up our kids. It was probably the generation right before us that kind of fucked it up.
So, like our parents?
Between our parents and us. Does that make sense?
No.
Because there's 20 years between. I mean, my dad was 75. That's fucking 30 years. So there's a generation between there. You know what I mean? So like the people that were born like in the 50s. Right?
Okay.
Well, how old is your mom? When was she born?
She was born in 45.
She's clear. 54.
Or is it 55? I think 45.
So I think that, people started to, and I think it started with divorce being okay. When they said, at some point it was people were married, and when you got married, it was for life. Now, whether it was religious or whatever it was, you get married, you stayed married. If your husband, I'm not saying it's okay, I'm not saying that's the right thing to do, but if your husband leaves, gets out of work, goes and gets drunk, comes home and beats you, like, you can't leave. He's providing for you. He's still giving you a life. He's doing all this. And then at some point, said, no, enough is enough. We cannot. We have to stop letting our men do this, right? So then, or, okay, honey, if you're unhappy, then go ahead and get a divorce. If you're not happy with what's going on, blah, blah, blah. Or cheating started going on, and then they started getting a divorce, and then blah, 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 and there became that separation. And then you had latchkey kids that were, taking care of themselves and nobody there to. Once it became you needed a double income to survive, things changed. When women wanted to stop being home, and I'm not blaming you ladies, I'm not saying it's your fucking fault, but what I'm saying is that the family dynamic at that point changed. And that nurturing, even though, our mothers weren't fucking very nurturing, they sat and smoked and read books and watched fucking Days of Our Lives, you know what I mean? And we played outside all fucking day. We fended for ourselves all day.
But if the traditional family unit where the dad went to work, the mom stayed at home, that would be more nurturing because she's home.
You would think so. I mean, yes.
So you would think that would be the problem because your baby constantly, or you're being looked after from the second you get home.
No, because those children, they came home, do your homework, wash up, eat dinner, go play, whatever it was. Kids weren't sitting in the house. They were out learning, and boredom was a life of invention. And that's what made you go out and, oh, well, fuck, I'm going to build a fucking fort in the backyard. Dad's got a hammer in the shed and some extra fucking nails. There's some extra lumber here. So you build shit.
Right.
You go out and you learn things that these kids now, because they have phones or they have video games, don't go outside to learn. Not so much that their father or their mother was there to teach them that adventure of going out and learning how to do something for yourself that helps you build confidence, that helps you learn. It helps you, it's those trials. Like today, you picked up a fucking stranger. No, you shouldn't have, but you picked up a stranger. Now you know, fuck that. I'll never do that again. Right? But you wouldn't know that until you've done it. For some fucking reason, you had to do that at 50 to figure out you don't pick up strangers in emergency robes. But you see what I'm saying? Like that life of adventure or misadventure was gone. It's gone for kids. Now it's, here's a tablet, here's a phone, here's a computer, here's a remote, here's a laptop. They don't have to go outside to see anything. And you ask a kid, hey, well, what happens if this? Oh, well, I'll just fucking YouTube it. I'll figure out how to fix it.
That's not necessarily a bad thing. The world is at their fingertips.
All right, but what happens?
The world is at their fingertips.
Yes, but what happens if that goes away? What happens if someday we wake up and fuck, there's no fucking internet? They wouldn't know how to figure out how to check the router because they can't get on the fucking internet to see what to do. You see what I'm saying? Like if you base your life or your knowledge of life and the things you need to do on a cloud, right? Because it's basically what the internet is, right? It's not sustainable. It's not a book fucking encyclopedia where you can go to and say, hey, a fucking elephant's dick is 5 foot long and bends in 2 places. That's crazy. Put it away, right? Like, if you don't have it there and it's just in a cloud and you can't get to that cloud, you'll never be able to figure shit out. To where us as children figured it out by doing it. We went out and fuck, dude, my stereo would break. I'd pull the motherfucker apart and sit there and figure out, hey, that looks fucking black right there. Oh, the solder is broken. Put a little more solder on there. Hey, Dad, look, I fucking fixed it. Yeah, okay, go over there. You know what I mean? Like, fuck, it is what it is.
But how do you jump from the family unit changing because there's now dual incomes to a kid not going outside?
Because that's kind of where the world has led us, because we needed because as soon as mom went to work and there was 2 incomes, right? Mom was tired when she got home. She didn't want to cook. So fuck, oh, here's a microwave. Now you can have fucking food in 4 minutes. right?
Right.
So that traditions, all those things. Oh well, fuck. It's no longer sit down and have dinner with us at the table. Here's a TV dinner. Well, by the nature of the name, you sit down and you watch that. You take and eat that shit in front of the TV. So the dynamic of sitting down and talking with your children or the family, it's gone, right? I'm just saying there's all these little things that don't seem like they interact or completely become a part of what's happened, because it's led to, oh well, we need more technology. Fucking computers used to take up rooms, and now it's in the palm of your hand, on your wrist. Made knowledge and getting information, because they say, oh, we're all fucking stupid because we don't have enough information. Now we're pummeled with information all fucking day long. What happened? You said, oh, that song. Oh, fuck. Oh, yeah, here it is. All within a couple of seconds.
Yeah.
Right? We would have had to have fucking dug through crates. Oh, no, I put it in that one. Oh, okay. Right? And found the record. Oh, fuck, I lent it to Charlie. I don't fucking have the record. All right, fuck it, let's go back. You know what I mean? All those things lead to, like, we are so a right now generation. If I can't fucking have it right now today, I don't want it. I mean, think about it, dude. What?
That's called instant gratification. And that's the problem with everything.
We have to have it right now. Like I ordered that iWatch, right? It came, or the Apple Watch. It was supposed to be next day delivered. It came, and I was watching it, and it was stuck in fucking Fresno. So I called our friend. I said, hey, is this really accurate, or do you have different information? He says, no, it's there. He said, you should call this number, and they'll tell you what's going on, why it's stuck there. So I called, but I couldn't get it in hold of anybody because it was after hours. So the next day I got up and I looked at because you could track it, right?
Right.
So a more instant gratification. I know exactly where the fuck it's at. I could see it had come down. So, all right, cool. But how fucked up are we as a society that we can't wait an extra day for the package?
Because we can see where it's at.
It's not that you can't wait. It's just that you were told something, and now they're not holding up their end of the bargain by bringing it to you when they told you they would. It's like Domino's 30 minutes or less from back in the day.
Right.
We'll have your pizza there in 30 minutes. Well, when that 30 minutes was up,
Got a free
it's
pizza.
like, yeah, because you made me a promise that would be here in 30 minutes. And for me not to get mad, you're giving me my free pizza. So that kind of where that kind of started.
But
as far as if you're telling me it's going to be here in one day, it should be here in that one day.
Right. But again, that's today or yesterday. I was at work and the guy I worked with said, hey, dude, I got to take this call. I've been waiting for it. All right. So he takes the call and I hear him and he's fucking just ramming somebody. Well, I called yesterday. They said it would be here. It's in fucking Lodi, California. That's 7 fucking hours from here. How is it going to get to me today? I had somebody at my house waiting for it. So it's all like, I deserve it. I paid for it. You told me I want it now. Where's it at?
And we can all shrink that down into one word.
What's that?
Entitlement.
We have all become super entitled. And all that shit is all, I mean, I know it's a little bit different than what we started talking about, but all that shit is all included. Because we teach those things to our children. And when the things don't happen exactly the way that they thought, they get fucking anxiety.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. It was supposed to be here. Oh, my God. I wonder what happened. I wonder if it fell off a truck. I bet you Carlos stole it. Who's Carlos? I don't know. But there's got to be a Carlos.
Carlos.
Right?
Why can't it be a Tanner?
Because Tanner wouldn't steal it. Like, you see what I'm saying? But, like, it's a fucking snowball. And our kids are caught up deep in this fucking snowball. And I don't know. I don't think there's a way to slow down or to correct the ship at this point.
No. Yeah.
because they said, oh, well, fuck, we're stupid because we didn't have enough information. Now we're pummeled with it. And I see bigger fucking idiots than I've ever seen. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
So it's all that shit is all.
I said this the other day, and it like, I understand that I said it, so it should stick with me, but I said it and it stuck with me.
Right.
I sound like such a fucking egotist. I'm not, I swear to God, I'm not a narcissist. I said common sense isn't common anymore.
Right.
Which, like, A, depressed me, but B, I was like, hey, that's fucking smart. Like, but, like, it's not.
At all. And that.
I went to Shakey's over the weekend, and every place, whether it's a restaurant, department store, hurting for employees, hurting for good employees. So I go into Shakey's, and dude, it's a clusterfuck. I'm talking, people were yelling. One guy was saying how they were trying to give him his chicken, but his pizza wasn't ready yet. So he's yelling at them, saying, well, when it comes time when my pizza gets here, then my chicken's going to be cold.
Why not eat the chicken?
Because they wanted to eat it together at the same time.
Well, then you're just fat and you deserve to wait.
So, and it's like, I'm just thinking to myself, dude, don't you realize what's going on? You could tell they're shorthanded.
Yeah.
They don't got nobody to work. This is how things are right now, unfortunately.
Right.
But nobody fucking thinks of that. You know why? Because everybody's fucking entitled.
And this guy was the perfect example of that.
You tell me
And it's
any
just
story
like,
you want.
my
I'm going to bring it back
goodness.
to being entitled.
I'm just like, my goodness, man. I mean, they're trying their best. They're in a situation right now.
I understand that, Tony, but I got to tell you, I ran into this the other day. And I got to tell you, one of the most ginormous pet peeves is when I go somewhere and I pay cash and they fucking look at the paper and can't figure out what to do with it. And they can't figure out how
That
to give you
happens
change.
to you?
Yeah. They'll put the fucking amount in the computer
Oh, yeah.
and tells them how much change to give me.
I had this happen at work the other day, too.
And they sit there like fucking cross-eyed like, how do I give them back $11.98?
Yeah,
Or heaven forbid you give them a 20 and 2 cents?
Yeah.
I've experienced that too, where they got to try and figure out how much money. You know, they run a calculator right there as well, and yeah, it's tough for them to. And
Well,
sometimes
it's-
you got to help them and say, "I'm supposed to get back $2.50 because it was 52 cents, but I gave you 2 cents,
Right.
so you're gonna give me 50 cents plus whatever dollar."
Oh, you gave me too much.
Yeah.
Now I'm making your job a little easier.
Right.
I was ordering food at work, right?
Right.
And I'm standing there next to the girl. I hand her the fucking bill. It's a $5, and it was like $2.16 or some shit. So she goes to give me back change, and she types into the computer what I give her. It says on the fucking thing how much I'm supposed to get back. So I'm standing there like, okay, I'll wait. She puts the money in the thing, in the till, grabs out the $2, and then she's like, wait, what coins do like I hear her like, what coins do I need? And so she's fucking counting how much change I need back. I'm like, how often do you receive bills that you don't know how to do this?
Few
Like,
and far between by now.
yeah.
But I remember with these kids, we'd go to the store. Right, I'm going to go and send them in to go get drinks. All right, here's a $5 bill. Come back with right change. Think about it. If it's this much, how much change should you get?
And you know what? We never came back with incorrect change.
Yep. You need to know if you can't figure out your money. If you can't figure out your money or what you're supposed to get, you're going to get screwed.
Oh yeah.
Whether it's just at Circle K for a couple of pennies, or at fucking Chase for a shit ton of money. You know what I mean? Like you got to be able to do it.
I was at a gas station once. I go to the gas station regularly,
Right?
You kind of have to.
and the same one.
Oh.
And one day, a kid shorted me $1. Let's say I was supposed to get back $3.12.
Right?
He gave me back $2.12. So say, I need another $1. You know, he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry." one of the next times I went there, he did it to somebody else. But I actually think he was, trying to pull a scam. Like, he would just,
Keep
if
an
they
extra
didn't
dollars.
say anything, he would just keep that extra $1. Because it
He'd
was
pocket
$1.
it, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Scandalous.
Hey, but hey, fucking kudos to him for figuring out, hey, well, everybody else is stupid giving out wrong change. I got a good cover. Oh, sorry. Here.
Yeah, that's exactly how it went.
Fuck. I'm going to try that shit at work. See if I can
Please
get away
don't
with
try
it.
that shit at work.
Any final words, Sebastian?
No, I'm good.
Tony?
Don't be stupid.
Um,
Don't pick up people on the side of the road, whether they're wearing a hospital gown or the fuck not.
Yeah. You going to give a shout out to the dude you give a ride to?
to the guy, one flew over the cuckoo's nest. You're welcome for the ride home today. No, yesterday we didn't record because it was my goddaughter's daughter's 9th birthday. So
Okay.
I would have said happy birthday yesterday. It was her actual birthday.
Okay.
But because we didn't record, I actually went to her birthday. So happy birthday, Aria.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Aria.
9.
You've made it another year.
And you, dog, I just found this out and I feel bad because I didn't know this beforehand. She plays golf.
Really?
She's 9 years old
And plays golf?
and plays golf.
Wow.
And apparently she's good at it.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, first she's interested in it.
Yeah.
And the reason why she's interested in it is because she does so well on it.
Yeah.
So it's like, wow.
Well, yeah, if you
Golfer.
suck at something, you're not going to be like,
Yeah.
oh, yeah, I want to go back there.
And then today's Tuesday, so 6 more days. Junior comes home.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You ready for that? You excited?
Yeah, I actually am.
Yeah?
Yeah, he's
But he's coming back for a week and then he goes to school, right?
Yeah, he's
Something
on,
like that?
Well, actually, like 6 days.
Wow.
Well, he comes Monday night, and school starts on the following Monday.
Right on.
So
Oh, that'll be good, dude. Should
Look
bring him on the
forward
show.
I should, right?
Hell yeah, why not? Well, wait a
Yeah.
minute. Maybe before today's show, maybe, but I don't know about now.
You talking shit about my sister?
Yeah, right? I guess I ain't going to no more family functions. Shit.
So, son, I'll see you on Monday.
All right. Hey, we'll see you soon, Junior. Ben, I forgot to mention your birthday last week, but happy birthday. Or did I? No, I mentioned his birthday, did I?
No.
No.
Fun. Yeah, because I said Ben, and you said, who's Ben? I said, my baby brother.
No, you said that a long time ago.
No, yeah, you're right. You're right. He did.
Yeah.
Yep.
It might have gotten edited out, though.
Love you, Uncle.
How old did he turn?
Motherfucker. Really?
37.
38, I think. I'm 11 years older than he is.
that right?
Yeah, 38.
Why you say motherfucker?
Wow.
Because I couldn't remember. When you said it, I was like,
Well, how you think when I felt when you said, how old's your daughter? I'm like, oh, shit. 23, 24? Something like that.
yeah, so happy birthday, and we'll see you guys in a week. Enjoy.